Hi everyone, Papa here, and today's episode features highlights of a bicycle ride in the Red House area of Allegany State Park. We'll start the bicycle ride from the A loop of the tent and trailer sites in the Red House area. Allegany State Park is the largest state park in New York. We like to come here at least once a year, if we're able to, for some camping, some hiking, some biking, water activities, spending time with family, and other outdoor activities. Today, it's beautiful, sunny, a few clouds, but mostly sunny. It's been a beautiful day. Temperature hovering around 75 degrees right now. It's a late summer day, nearly fall or autumn. In fact, autumn officially begins 4 days from now. You're going to hear some leaves as I ride over them. I'm coming to an intersection here on the bike path. Heading to the right. There's going to be a little bit of bouncing of the video image because the camera is attached to my handlebars. And you'll hear some of the sounds of the leaves and nature, birds and other wildlife, vehicles as they go past us and we go past them. Now stopping on an intersection with the main road. Crossing over. You're also going to hear my gears changing from time to time. This stop sign is for vehicles, not for bicycles. So we'll keep going. I'm going to try to stay off the leaves as much as I can so that there's not as much crunching of the leaves as I'm riding. There aren't as many people camping and using the park this time of year, though there are other campers around the tent and trailer area where we're camping, just not as many as you would find if it were peak season, say in the early spring to midsummer time frame. And off to the left is Red House Lake. I'm going to start heading across the road so I can pan the camera, get a better view. Looking for bicycles coming up from behind or in front and vehicles coming from both directions. So then now that I've made sure it's clear, let's take a look over here at the lake. Going across. It's definitely beautiful out here today. There's another bike trail down just below between where I am and where the lake is. But for now, I'm going to stay on the upper bike trail. Let's get back to that. We'll cross over in a minute to the other side, take a look at the lake a little bit closer. Right in this area, I've checked both ways for traffic. Crossing over, now coming down through the grass. A few bumps on the camera image. My apologies for that, bear with me. I will get you fixed as far as the video image. And this is the playground that Caden Kai and his cousins and I like to come play at during the summer when we're all camping together. Caden Kai is not on this camping trip. I am here without the immediate family, here with extended family. So that is the playground. Don't want to ride my bicycle across the mulch of the playground. So I'll come around the side here. You'll be able to see the lake, the beach area, swimming area, a little clearer. Again, not a lot of people here. The beach is closed, no swimming right now. We'll work our way back up, coming back towards the playground. Very popular play area during the summer. Now we're back on a paved bike trail again. And continuing on past the bathhouse building for the Red House beach area. Another bicyclist or electric biker with a dog. Hi. From time to time, I'll make sure the camera is adjusted. Bear with me if the video image gets a little crooked for a little bit from time to time or bounces a little bit. Now we're back on the main bike trail that goes around the Red House area. Continuing on. It is definitely an ideal day. This morning was able to go on a 4-hour, 32-mile bike ride with another family member. We enjoyed that. Right now I'm out solo, going around the lake on this bike path. The sun isn't setting yet, but it's starting to get lower in the sky. Again, late afternoon. This is the Thomas L. Kelly covered bridge. Gonna bounce a little. The bridge doesn't bounce, but the camera does, going over those wooden beams on the floor of that bridge. Doing a little bit of construction here, obviously, fixing something. Coming up a hill. This isn't too steep of a hill, but it's beautiful out here. It's not the peak of fall colors yet, but you can see from the trees, a lot of the greens are turning to reds, oranges, and yellows. Now this stop sign is for the bike path. So we'll stop here. And go up this way. A little bit of an incline here, not too bad though. We've got another stop sign where the bike path intersects. You can either continue going to the right or going to the left on this bike path. We are going to go to the left, making sure there's no other bicycles, nothing coming in either direction. Now, along with vehicles and bicycles, got to be on the lookout for wildlife at all times. Small things, squirrels, rabbits, chipmunks, and the like. Bigger things, foxes, deer, and on very rare occasions, bears. Though we have not seen a bear on a camping trip for several years now. Would love nothing more than to see one at a safe distance during this bike trip, or at least during this camping trip. But it would be ideal, well, we're talking now about bears, if one would show up for us. It just doesn't work like that. We did talk to someone who works in the conservation department in this local area, and she said there's a mama bear and 3 cubs that have been seen, sometimes in the area where we rode this morning, but we didn't encounter any. I don't have that 32-mile bike ride on video. That one was solely for leisure. This one is for leisure and content on our channel. Beautiful day, isn't it? He's taking advantage of the nice sunshine on the hill overlooking the lake. We're going to stop here. Since the camera is on the handlebars, you can't see what he's seeing, so let's take a look off to the left of the bike path. You can see the beach area across the lake, and then on the far side, that's where we came from. And we'll get back there as we do the loop. I'll stop again in a minute, where we've got a better view of the administration building across the way, or the ad building. Coming down this hill. If you watch our videos regularly, you might recognize this area. We have posted videos in the past in this area of bike rides. All right, and we're going to stop here. I would like nothing more than to continue at a fast pace down this hill. But I did promise you a view of the ad building. I'm watching for bikes coming from either direction. And if you take a look across the lake is the administration building, or ad building. That's where all the administrative offices are for the park, the headquarters of the park police. And they do other things out of that building. There's a wildlife museum, a small one. We have featured that museum on our channel in previous videos as well. Here we come to the intersection with the street. One of the Allegany State Park routes. This one going around the lake. We'll stop, look both ways. No vehicles, no bicycles. And so we'll continue on the bike path. If you want to see me going really fast, that's coming up, because there is a section of this bike path, this trail, that goes down a steep downhill where it doesn't intersect with a road immediately at the bottom. So again, going around the lake, lake's on the left. Hi. More people enjoying the view and enjoying the weather out here. So it's been sunny this week, getting up into the mid-70s. A little chilly at night, getting down into the high 40s, low 50s. But with a nice sleeping bag, you can stay warm. Some of us in the family, I have a sleeping bag, and I'm sleeping in our van. Other family members are in tents with sleeping bags, and a couple of other family members in a travel trailer with beds and bedding. But all of us comfortable, regardless of our different types of sleeping arrangements. Here we come to another stop sign on the bike trail. Off to the left is the spillway that goes over the lake. The road goes over the spillway. Spillway drops down into a runoff creek. That's to the left, and to the right is where you would come into the park from this direction. If we went straight, we'd go up over the hill to Salamanca, and if we went left, we'd go to Interstate 86, then could go east or west from there. We checked to make sure there was nothing coming. Cross the road. Now we're coming up. Here's the intersection. We're going to turn left shortly. Right now, I just want to continue on a little bit further, going straight ahead here. So the bike trail on the Red House side goes in several different directions at various points. So now we're on the leg of it that will take us to the entrance to Red House off the interstate. If we turn to the right, we just passed an intersection where the bike trail would go up and cross the main road over to a trail with cabins. Going down a little bit of an incline here, coming around the corner. Not going to go excessively fast. I don't want to jostle the camera too much, and you never know when a deer, or on rare occasion a bear, might pop out. But you get a good feel for what nature is like around here in the late summer, nearly fall time frame. That was nice and scenic through that area. And then if we continued out this way, we would eventually get to the point where it's the entrance to Allegany State Park, Red House area off Interstate 86. I am not going to go all of the way out at this time. So we're going to turn around right here, making sure nothing's coming in either direction. It's clear. I just wanted to take that short section, or at least part of it, to give you a view. So really, if you wanted to bike throughout the park, get on your bicycle at any of the cabin trails or tent and trailer trails, you could fairly quickly get to one of the bike paths, and those trails cut throughout the Red House area. There's a part where the trail stops, and then you would have to get out on the road if you wanted to, say, go around the long way to the other side of the park, the Quaker area, or if you wanted to go up over the hill. And we have videos on our channel from previous years of our camping experiences. So we've shown camping and wildlife in the park, and we've shown bicycling, hiking, all sorts of camping related and outdoor related activities, some sports activities. And then we participated in tie-dyeing of shirts and hats and other items. Those are all in previous videos on our channel. But for this video, it's just going to highlight this particular bicycle trip. You can see the shadows are growing a little bit longer. We got the tall trees on either side of us. And since Allegany State Park has these foothills around it. As the sun's going down, it gets behind the hills well before sunset. So if you look at the sunset table and think you've got a little bit longer, you got to account for the topography, the terrain around here, and when it's actually going to get dark, or at least start getting dark. So right now, we're coming back. So we've doubled back now on the bike trail. And in a second, coming from the other direction, the way we were initially, we would have turned left. But since we went past it for a little bit, here we're going to turn right. So there's the road we crossed up ahead. We're turning right. Very steep hill. Staying to the right in case there's anyone on the trail coming up. We're gonna watch for people going down as well if we need to go around them. And we're gonna watch for wildlife. And we will be crossing the road, but not right here. So we can get a little bit of a head of steam coming down that hill and around this corner as we get ready to stop at the stop sign. And down this road to the right, there's a wetland area, a viewing area. All right, there's a car coming, but it's far enough back. We stopped, we're crossing, and we're coming up. Continuing on the bike trail. Now we're about to cross a bridge. Earlier I had mentioned the spillway where the runoff comes. We're crossing over now a bridge where the creek is, where that runoff flows. I'll show you the spillway once we get closer to it. This trail has been repaved in the not too distant past. It's in excellent shape. We haven't encountered too many issues on it. A few places maybe where a few tree roots have pushed it up just a little bit, but I'd say 99% of what we've been on today is nice and smooth and fresh. Coming up this hill. Again, we're approaching the spillway. The spillway creek is on our left. We need to get to the top of this before I show that to you. Give me just a minute, or a few seconds at least. And now we're approaching the top. And the spillway is down here. Been a little bit of a drought over the past month or so. Not a lot of water flowing. But the spillway itself is down over this fence on the other side, and you can see the creek where the water flows into. And again, not a lot of water going over, not a lot flowing in that creek, not at this time of year and in these weather conditions. We're going to continue on. We had cut into the grass a little bit there to show you the spillway. Now we're back on the bike trail itself. And get to the left just a little, watching for bicycles and vehicles. Still on the bike path, but it's about to cross the road after we stop. I'm trying to stay out of the thickest part of the leaves. Stopping at this stop sign and continuing on, and that we made sure it was clear. And in a second, I'll show you the view. I'll give you a 360-degree view here in just a second, once we get to a good spot. Right here looks as good as any. So, making sure there's no bicycles coming behind us, we'll start the 360-degree view right here. You can see the lake. We came from the lower hillside on the other side of that meadow on the far side of the lake. And then coming around, that's where we came from on the bike path. And then right next to us where we are now is the ad building. Some children playing in the grass, enjoying the weather. There's the ad building itself on the hillside. It's a little bit of a hillside. And then coming back down around. And then finishing the 360 back at the lake. And we are going to continue on. It's clear in both directions. We've got another stop sign here. Sounds like a big vehicle coming. There goes a big trailer coming in. It's Thursday today, so more people will start flowing in, kind of the start of the early weekend. Nothing coming in either direction from traffic. No bicycles coming at us or behind us. Continuing on. A little bit more sunshine up ahead of us as we get near the end of this particular bike ride. Some more leaves here on the bike path. I'm gonna go right through the center of them. Really don't have a choice. It shouldn't be too bad as far as the audio goes. A little bit more sunshine up ahead here as we come to another stop sign near the finish line. Nothing coming in either direction. And that's where we went on the bike ride. That's where we started after we came down this short leg here from the A loop in the Red House tent and trailer area. So we are nearly back to where we started. So as we get near the end of this bike ride, just want to again let you know that Kate and Kai and I truly appreciate everyone who has subscribed to our channel, and we encourage you, if you haven't, to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on all of our videos. And we're almost at the beginning. I encourage you to go back. If you enjoyed this video, go back and check out all of our Allegany State Park videos. I think you'll really enjoy them. So now we're done. This is the A loop. As you can see, not a lot of campers on that side. Then over on this side, we've got a couple of sites for ourselves, then some other people up from us. But as always, thanks for supporting us. Please subscribe to our channel and like our videos. Goodbye, everyone.